or you give that to the goalie. A conversation I had a lot with Dallas Ferguson before the game, and it's a part of Denver's game that they are really starting to emphasize.
Well, there's a shot by Wright, stopped by Stays, called the follow-up there. Aiden Thompson getting Denver on the board. 13:05 into the first. It's the celebrated sophomore giving the fifth team in the nation the 1-0 advantage.
We talked one of the keys for UMD was going to try to be hot on the dot. Here's a face-off win by Thompson, who's been good tonight using his strength. The wraparound happens. Denver gets a chance to go to work with possession. Little screen in front of the net. And Thompson walks in. Denver wins the battle on the wall. They get a first touch. There's the shot to the front. Thompson shakes his check and fires it. Turns to his face-offs, but you're playing in a conference with a lot of older, bigger, stronger veteran centers.
Another 50-50 battle after the initial draw was knocked back by DU. Controlled here by the Bulldogs.
I mean, this isn't the Big Ten where every center is, 18 years old.
Right.
I mean, you got some 24-year-old centers in this league that are men.
And those are the young ones.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a couple that are 25, 26.
As I often joke, in the NCHC, Lamont should be a college class you have to take.
Penalty killed off by the Pioneers, and now Webster a chance out of the box, finding his man. Tristan Brose, back in his home state, makes it 2-0.
Talking to Dallas Ferguson, assistant coach at Denver, he talked about Brose being so competitive low in both zones, and it's been paying off for him in terms of generating offense. Denver, with their dynamic ability to get out of zones quick, especially with their defenseman transporting the puck, and here they go end to end, and this is where UMD just doesn't manage the puck well. They turned it over and they really created their own problem here, and
they are still in this game, though, just down 2-0, and they've got the momentum and the puck in the zone after that face-off win. Here's Gallatin now. Davis the stop. Dubinsky is there! Aiden Dubinsky's first career tally! It is a massive one for the Bulldogs! Back within one here at home tonight.
UMD wins the draw, and then they get a chance to go to work. They move it up high, they get it to the front of the net quick, and what do? They do what Denver's been doing all night. They start to win races. They start to get pucks to the front of the net. They start to get traffic, and they win a race to a shot, and they deliver it quickly. But it all started off of one face-off.
Olsen, Steve's one-timer, blocked by Shai Buyam. He got that right in the wheelhouse. Big block by the junior. 40 seconds to go. Gallatin with under 5 to play in the second. Olsen once more in the back of the net. Power play goal for Quinn Olsen, and we are tied at 2 apiece.
This might be one of the most unbelievable periods I have seen all season long, especially between these two teams who are known for playing amazing hockey against each other. Denver's moving the puck around. They're just waiting. They know Steves is tied up on the right side, so they decide to move the puck to the left, and Olsen comes up with a huge snipe as he beats Davis clean. Shai Buyam, who had just blocked the shot a moment ago, was the defenseman in front of the net. He thought first
to Harris. One of 3 Canadians draft picks out there tonight, Sam Harris. He'll poke it forward. Low height diving. Loose puck in front. Carter King there to bury the opportunity. Against the run of play, the Pioneers go right back on top with 2:10 to go in the second.
UMD with a scrum in the corner here. Denver winds up coming out with it as they win a battle, and then they go to work using their speed, the offensive zone, and what a pass. Denver flashes its fangs and its pedigree a little bit here. What a play. 7-4 in their last 12 periods. Before that, they were reverse of that. No, they're like 7-1-4. So you can see the difference in the impact on the scoring component, the crooked numbers that Denver usually puts up. And in those last 4 games, they put up a crooked number in 1 period only out of 12.
Well, this was a team that hadn't scored under 3 goals all season until 2 weeks ago, as that shot takes a wild carob, and it is banged home by the captain. McCain Webster there to double the Pioneers' advantage. Number 6, Johnny on the spot, and it's 4-2.
You take a look at Denver. They win a little battle behind the net here, and then they get a chance to go to work. So now they got possession. Devine, good puck protection, moves the puck around. Now he's going to drive the puck out towards the point. The miss is there, and the battle in front of the net is won by Webster. Webster gets good inside positioning here. On his check, Pionk, he's a bigger man. Pionk is a little bit lighter, younger kid. Webster uses the
5 as they were down by 2 at Omaha 2 Saturdays ago. Can they find a way to get one here? Gallatin at the blue line. The one-timer from Pionk. No, it did not cross. Now it did! Brandon Schmidt with the signal, and it's 4-3.
What a job by Minnesota Duluth. They kept possession, they kept bombing away, they kept going to the front of the net. That shot looked like it went in, didn't, but UMD stayed with it. You're right, you played to hear the whistle, and they just stayed with it. Get an overhead look at the first one, puck come off the pad of the goaltender, and he almost put it in his own net as it rolls towards. Hard to tell there, it's a blurry angle. And then Denver tried to clear it out, and they cleared it off the back. I think William put it right off the back of Davis, and the puck goes in the net. But the bottom line was for the Bulldogs, they kept possession, they kept shooting. Sometimes what happens when you get an empty net, players overstay their welcome and they stay out there too long. UMD changed smart, they were changing piecemeal. They kept above the puck.
Denver challenge on the ice for goaltender interference.
Oh.
So Denver's going to challenge for goalie interference, but bottom line was I thought UMD did a great job of keeping this alive. And now as we look at the replay, we'll get a chance to take a look at some of the criteria that could go into goalie interference. This might be the hardest call to make because there are a million different interpretations as to what goalie interference is. All right, so Davis moves over. Here's the UMD player outside the goal crease. Puck is floating around. There's a play on the puck in the crease. To me, there's no way that's goalie interference. Now, I'm getting these wrong, but to me, there's no way because the Minnesota Duluth player chased a loose puck into the blue paint to make his play on the puck without any attempt to get in the way of the goalie. That was a free puck. That was an offensive player's puck. To me, that's a goal.
Schmidt and Henkes will take a look. Denver challenging. David Carl had not used his timeout previous to this challenge, so a great opportunity to try and take one off the board. And honestly, too, a smart challenge, even if the call is not overturned, you've essentially then used your timeout to stall the momentum from a team that suddenly was growing back into the game and would be down just 1 if this call does stand. You see the specifics on what goaltender interference curtails.
To me, this was once again, it was a loose puck, it was a rebound, it was an open puck, and free for anybody.
After further review, the puck did cross the line the first time, so we have a good goal. Denver retains the timeout.
So the goal stands.
So it didn't even have to go to the goalie interference.
Yeah. And it looked like, again, even though the angle was a bit fuzzy, it looked like after it got past Davis on first blush that it did cross before it was fished out by William.
Now keep this in mind, video replay at one point in the middle of the second period went down for a few minutes. Could you imagine that scenario with that review?
Let's not think about it.
There's a little chaos for you.
So the goal does stand. It's Aaron Pionk's second of his collegiate career. The freshman had scored way back on the 20th of October, his first goal since that tally against Bemidji State. Could it be a massive one?
Always good when you score a goal and mom's in the building, right? Now, I guarantee you, as soon as they get possession across the blue line, goalie comes out again, and Scott Sandlin was talking to the next group up about what he wants, 6-on-5.
Well, they've gained the zone here, so objective one accomplished, and there goes Stejskal once more. 2 minutes left in regulation. Can the Dogs come back again? They're back within one. A couple of big goals by young defensemen helping lead the charge. Here's Lohheit now down low. 6-on-5 again. Luke Lohheit! Oh, baby! Top corner for the captain! And we are tied up again!
What's the old expression? It's the size of the dog in the fight. And these Bulldogs have stood tall all night long as they come back from 2 down. What a play by Lohheit. What a shot. Short side, goalie down. That's a goal scorer's goal, folks. And that's veteran experience to be patient. They win a battle in the corner. Puck's into space. It's all about puck support and possession in overtime. And they usually end quick if that happens.
Denver a massive advantage in the face-off circle tonight. That continues. Big win by Carter King, so it's the Pioneers who control first. King, Zeev Buium, and to now a 3-point night for the junior D-man. Poked away expertly by Harris. Steve's trying to win it back. Zeev Buium. The long stretch pass will go all the way down. Stejskal thought about coming out. Bros now in front. Had Harris there. Barons tapped it aside. Back to Tristan Bros. Breathless stuff here at Amsoil. Bros will walk it back. Thompson will come on. Here's Aiden Thompson now. A free lane in front. Aiden Thompson with the game winner. The second of the night for the sophomore. And Denver will take the spoils on the road in game number 1 tonight.
This is a player that had just come off the bench, and UMD got confused in coverage. 2 on the left side, and then watch this. Clear path to the net. They're just poor communication by the Bulldogs as they didn't pick up the wide player here. And a burst of speed by Thompson has been great all night. He drives in. We talked about possession, possession, possession. Denver had possession in the offensive zone, didn't like what they saw. They called for a change, got patient, got the change out there, and they caught UMD a little bit asleep and a little bit flat-footed inside the blue line, took advantage of it, and scored.
For a little more with the game.